We are going live, and posts are going out.
Cool. All right, then.
Oh, why are you not showing up on my screen?
Okay.
Not browser.
Okay. I need.
All right, let's just make sure the stream is stable. It appears to
By
be
the way,
so.
while we're not actually playing it, the freeze frame for today is the look of absolute shock when he said he had the heart attack. So
Oh, no.
that's what your expression is going to be on my end this entire time.
Okay.
All right, BluePopStream.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Ah,
Welcome back to Scourge of the Dragon Sea. They are at the sea. We're
Fine.
back.
We're not on the sea yet.
We're not on the sea yet, but
Right.
they're there.
soon we will see it.
Well, I mean, your ship is still technically on it, and you're at your ship.
Oh yeah, okay, so yeah.
But yeah, we are back.
We just got a follow from IWI Homage. Thank you very much.
Oh, hey.
I just
That's,
realized I have to correct my alert.
That's that new guy in Roma who I actually work with him.
Oh yeah, Homage.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, hello.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
That is an awesome piece of art, by the way. Now that I can actually see it.
We
Overkill's
are.
token.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty great.
I call it the Overnator.
Okay. Who can tell me what happened last session?
Oh boy.
I have two. I'm not doing it.
Is anyone missing inspiration and wants to do? Who am I kidding?
Yeah.
No one fucking uses their inspiration. So last week was pretty much primarily comprised of a big ol' argument between Ithvuk and Barry, with Barry taking umbrage with Ithvuk's methods and actions of late, but we hashed it out. Hopefully it was understood that things were done with not malintent, maybe some misguided choices along the way, but I think we've hammered out all of the ill will for now, but I believe Barry will be keeping a sharp eye on Ithvuk after he inadvertently caused a very direct confrontation with primary enemy number 1.
Doesn't tell me about vampire popping out of the flower. Misguided information.
You didn't know that would happen.
Exactly.
I think you're missing a very, very important detail. Ifuk almost died.
Yeah, that happens
Yes.
That happens all the time.
Barry almost killed me by stealing my patron. Thank
I will be
you.
right back, actually. 1 second.
Oh yeah, there was that whole bit where she tried to take the mask.
You're fine. Everything is okay.
I'm fine because we had a cleric that happened to have 4th level spells.
Who we don't have anymore. Yeah, I guess I should introduce him in an out-of-character sense. Joining us for episode 41 of this campaign is my very good buddy, Overkill. Welcome to the stream. I've played D&D and many tabletop games with this fine chap who is currently muted. But he's a very good friend of mine.
I'm muted. I was eating.
Oh dear. Oh boy.
Listen,
Off to a rip-roaring start.
I haven't eaten anything since 9:30 this morning. Leave me alone.
Same. I forgot to have lunch, and then I forgot to have dinner.
Oh, well, it looks like you're eating before. It looks like you're eating something tonight.
Yep.
Oh, just for context, in case anyone, because I'd have filled you all in with it, it is exactly 1 day after that mask does what it did till I die.
Yeah.
Exactly
24
hours or I die.
when it, yeah. Yeah.
I still have some
That's
time
horrible.
remaining on my orb madness, I believe.
Yeah, probably
We had like 2 days, and then we were on the river for most of that. It should have worn off.
Sure, whatever. You're not paranoid as all heck anymore.
Okay.
Cool.
Pretty sure we said that at the end of the last episode too. Actually, that happened.
You assume I can remember a week ago.
That's why I rewatch it the day of. I was doing that when he brought me down here to the chat.
It's true.
I've also been dealing with for the last couple weeks with a very bad bout of tenosynovitis, which makes doing anything with my right hand painful.
Am I to assume you're right-handed as well?
Yup.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah, that fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, enough about my problems.
Yeah. All right. So, when we left off last session, Adema had parted ways with the party, saying he hopes to reunite with you at some point in the future, but for now he needs to find his own way and figure things out with his god. You have reunited with the crew of your ship. I believe Ithvuk was walking the town looking for things.
I had just returned at the end of the session.
Oh, right. You had just returned, having found the wilted rose. Having quite literally walked into the sign of the wilted rose. And here, now we pick up here. You have some things to tell your party, I believe. Actually, first, should I say your character's name as Alex? Or are you A13? Overkill.
Oh, so it's A13X, but you may call me Alex.
Cool.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. Well, A13X.
Clever.
You are in the city of Hoshikiri, far from the town for which you were created to protect. You have been sent here with a mission. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Is there a button I can press on the
If you-
character sheet?
You
If you
click
do
on the
Click
skill.
perception.
Literally click perception.
Oh, okay.
Click the word.
Uh,
Gonna be heretical and drink some red pop on
Oh.
BluePopStream.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, cool. You are you're in a seedier area of the town. It's rather bustly. You could you describe your character for at least everyone at home?
So
watching?
my character is, well, the character is a very tall, very, very tall, 7'1" tall robot that has
Jesus.
skin on his forearms to his wrist, and that skin is like kind of looks like it's kind of melting off of him, like it's kind of dripping off of him because it's like a plastic, and he's been through a lot since then, and like his skin on his face is drooping down. You can kind of see bits of like mechanical stuff underneath it. He has glowing green eyes. He has a full head of like red artificial hair. He's wearing a black leather tunic with chain mail on top, with scale mail on top of that.
Oh.
And he has leather pants on that go down to his feet, and then he's not wearing any shoes, and he has robotic feet. Like the skin on his feet are gone.
Yeah.
On his right side, he has a regular pistol, like a flintlock pistol, and on the other side, he has what you can determine as a. How would you, as a DM, explain what the Tinker Shot looks like?
Oh, okay. So, what's like sitting in the holster on your hip is just a pistol. Close at hand, probably even hidden in some compartments of your body, are all of the extra attachments that it has come with too.
Oh, okay.
So, and like they're close enough at hand, and it's like a quick change system with the firearm, that lets you change the parts out kind of in a hurry.
Oh, okay.
So it is just like by default, more or less another flintlock.
So he has 2 pistols.
Yes.
Okay.
Holy
The black
fucking,
tunic, you're getting real Wild West vibes out here.
holy
And
fucking
then-
tone shift.
And then on his right side as well, hanging from his belt, he has a hand axe.
Okay, cool. All right. In this street you find yourselves in, you're a couple blocks sort of inland from the docks themselves. But you see a large steel, like very tarnished, salt-stained steel sculpture of what looks like a wilted rose, and a sign depicting an establishment as that seems to be rather lively inside. You see it there. There's been a bit of there was a bit of commotion around there as you were sort of watching the area. But you didn't see what that was really all about. And otherwise, like this is a pretty bustling area. One might refer to as a red light district. I don't know what Alex would really understand about that, but you know. Yeah, you would know the things that I sent in that Discord message I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I start looking through different parts of the town. Like I'm actually like trying to just looking through the town, watching people, making sure they're not doing anything that they shouldn't be doing, and slowly making my way towards like the inn or a tavern, if you will, if there is one. And then yeah, I'm just walking around town, just looking around town.
Okay, awesome.
Or anything that's out of the ordinary or out of the norm.
Well, the Wilted Rose actually is a it's a popular it's a brothel. I'll just tell you that.
Okay.
But they do have like a sort of tap room sitting area before one might go elsewhere to pursue other activities in such a place. So if that works for somewhere for you to sort of find a spot to sit, that could work. You do see, as you're sort of walking in this area, a hobgoblin enter. He's got I realized I should have sent some pictures to Itchy. He has a staff in one hand, robes with just almost like a toga sort of deal across his chest, one pectoral, like muscled pectoral sticking out, and a sword hanging from one hip. And he has walked into this place, kind of sort of like checking his shoulders if he's worried he might be followed.
I want to roll investigation.
What are you looking for with investigation?
I want to know what he's looking around for. Like he's looking around the room, right? He said he's like looking kind of anxious and looking around to see.
I think that'd be more of an insight roll if that's okay.
That's insight. I'll do insight. Insight works.
Sure.
Oh, right. I have to click normal.
Yeah. Okay. He seems. I don't want to say he seems scared, but you get the sense that he's worried that he might be followed, but he's also looking around as if he's expecting to see someone here as well. Like maybe he's meeting with someone.
I will go up and ask him what seems to be the problem. Why are you so cagey?
Time will tell if he is able to join Wisdom Gang.
Cagey, I am. Well, I have reason to believe there are those who wish me harm. If you excuse me, it's none of your concern.
Are you looking for assistance?
Perhaps are you a mercenary of some sort?
You can call me that, yes. If that'll make you feel better.
Sure. I'm looking to meet associates of mine. Shall we have a drink then? And he sort of gestures to a table. You see, looking around as well, that there's working girls who, some seem just a little off-put by you. What's your charisma score, by the way?
13.
13.
Oh,
okay.
Score? Yeah. It's +1.
Okay. Score 13.
Yeah.
Okay. You.
Yeah.
I am a friendly
People just aren't
robot.
yeah. People just aren't quite sure what to make of you looking at you.
Oh, of course not.
7 foot tall robot.
Yeah. Who's
Yeah.
melting?
Yeah. But the two of you managed to find a table in the corner. With that, we will cut back to the Azure Tide and the crew. Ithvik has just returned. Tell them what you will tell them.
Alright, I found the place. Anything going on over here?
I think the rest of us are probably just getting the ship ready.
Hello?
Hello, welcome back.
Did you not hear what I said just a second ago?
You found the place.
Huh? Did anything happen here while I was gone? None of you answered me.
Nothing of note.
Thank you, Guy. I would like to take at least one of you to go meet my friend.
I think Simon will come with. Pretty much, I assume he would have finished whatever preparations he needs to make on the ship, since he's as the lookout. There's nothing really task-wise for him to do right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'll come along.
I assume he would have
Guy's
checked.
going to tag along as well.
I assume Barry would have checked in with her mom.
Yes,
yeah,
I think we did that at the end of last session.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Alright,
All right.
back to the Rose.
You head to the Rose.
I would have, briefly been describing the guy on our way there, by the way.
Okay. So that'll be... Marcus, you know that the guy I just described to
Yes.
Alex. Yeah. Okay. All right. You return to the Rose. Again, large salt-stained sculpture of a wilted rose out front with a sign hanging from it with the words. You
I hope
head...
that's salt.
It's something. You head inside and find, again, it's not incredibly busy. It's early in the day for a place like this to be busy. But you head inside and you see the tap room. And Marcus, you see your old friend Gondrick sitting at a table with an individual.
That is one hell of a way to describe me.
It is true that there is one person.
Man, at the moment, I'm going to call out Gondrick and run over and give him a rather big hug, because it's been a while.
As he moves in, I stand up and I'm like, "Is this your friend that you're looking for?"
And who the hell are you?
Yes, it is. Could you describe yourself, Marcus?
Well, a
Been a
good bit
little
of what was described for Vidalkin is pretty much true for Isvuk. Relatively tall, though not anywhere near as tall as you. Jesus Christ.
Just so you know, 7'1" is my actual human height. Like for me, me is Overkill, the person.
Overkill.
Yeah.
His black hair tied back in a bun, his eyes are perhaps rather unsettling to look at first because they're glowing, and then what would normally be white on most people is black. But the same general build as any sailor. He's fit, but you get the feeling that's maybe not where his strengths lie. And he is not currently wearing any armor. You see a pair of short swords in extremely ornate sheaths, and a crossbow and a half skull mask hanging from his side.
Okay.
Okay. It's been a while since you saw a Vidalkin at all, Alex.
Yeah.
But Gondrick returns your hug. He's like, "It has been so long. How have you been, friend?"
It's been going well until recently. I nearly died the other day, but
Isn't that just life on the seas?
well, yes, but normally it's not done by someone we trust. And he glares back at Barry.
She rolls her eyes.
Gondrick's rather bushy eyebrows kind of rise a little bit. He shrugs and says, You of course, I've told you what's going on, at least when last we spoke over sending. Maybe we should wait for the other two.
That would probably be best. But can you introduce us to this big guy? And I kind of punch Alex on the shoulder.
You punch me in the shoulder?
Not in an attack.
No, I know that, but I'm like, I'm a robot.
Yeah?
Like, wouldn't that hurt your hand?
Well, it depends where he punches. Maybe he punched the flesh part of your arm.
I mean, yeah, it's true. It's like, dink.
Also, just real quick, has Overkill been told what each of our characters look like aside from
Oh,
Ifuk just now?
no, he is not.
I mean, I can see your character icons, but no, I don't know what your characters look like in game.
I just wanted to suggest in case we wanted to briefly describe ourselves.
That is a very good idea. Why don't you describe Simon for us then?
So Simon is, you can tell just by looking at him, he's not a usual kind of creature. He's literally half elf, half owl. So very rare kind of creature to be around. Thin, wiry looking body, not very physically strong looking, but he's got some armor on to sort of mitigate that a little bit. But a thin body makes him agile. Being half owl, he's got big black wings that he sort of keeps around his shoulders, almost like a mantle. He's got a bow on his back, and his face is mostly the elf part, but there's like feathers peppering across it. And his hair is sort of pointed up on two ends, like you would see like the horns of an owl. And yeah, he's got like an outfit mostly in black and blue. And yeah, that's about it for physical features.
Okay. And then Barry?
Yeah, she's a big half-orc woman, probably like 6'1", 6'2", so still shorter than you, with a pretty cool looking hammer strapped to her back.
I think you still have your sword too, right?
Yeah, actually, no, you're right. A sword and a hammer. A bit excessive. Probably lingering in the back, arms crossed. Looking a little grumpy.
Kai, what do you look like?
Well, Kai is a 6-foot turtle who has an obsession with dragons, so he's got some horns attached to his head with a circlet, so he looks a little more dragon-like.
Wait, are those fake horns?
Absolutely.
Oh my god!
That's adorable. I love it.
A turtle who's a dragon weeb? That's amazing.
Dragon weeb.
All right.
I mean-
Okay.
He's also got a crap ton of pouches and and like satchels and stuff on him, just carrying various things. He kind of looks a bit like a walking barnacle of seaweed. And he uses a bluish spear, kind of a nice looking spear for a walking stick. And currently he is petting the head of Spook, a displacer kitten at his side.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we named it now? That's adorable.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
And we can't forget Ithvok's goblin adopted child.
No.
Is he here?
No,
Probably
he's on
not
the
here.
ship.
I was going to say,
bring it to a brothel.
I
child.
left him with my mom.
We brought a child to a brothel.
I didn't say we brought him. I'm just saying he's part of the party.
Fair.
Terrible parents.
I like how you're saying we and you've just met the crew. This is amazing. I like
I've
this
been
already.
watching you guys for a while, so I do
That's
feel
true.
like I've been in here for.
That's
I've
fair.
been part of this campaign for a while.
That's good.
Okay. Awesome. So, yeah, you and Gondrick sort of catch up a little bit. How much detail do you really give him?
I tell him everything.
You
Why
tell him
wouldn't I?
everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then after some time,
No less honest with Gondrick than I would be with the rest of the crew.
fair enough. Mystaria, Danny the Fierce, and the Fire Ganassi, who's always with Danny, walk into the establishment. And you see Gondrick's voice. He's been smiling and happy to catch up with you. You see his voice, his face kind of like drops a bit as he's reminded of the reason he's here. There's sort of an unspoken signal passed between Gondrick and Mystaria, and the three who just entered head to a room in the back, and Gondrick gestures for everyone to head that way as well. Leading you into it's even like almost just like a private room that one might rent in a normal, like a bar here. You see a large table with 9 chairs around it. And Mystaria is sitting at one end, conversing quietly with Danny right now.
So, sorry, just so I can make sure the right images are on screen. We have Gondrick, Mystaria, and Danny here.
Yes, and did I give you one for Pier and Brightburn?
I'm not sure.
I think I
I'm not
showed
sure
you
we
guys
have
them,
that.
but I will
I don't have that in my list of NPC images.
I will. try and
So-
find it here.
Can I put my hand on the guy that I've been watching over and be like, "Are these the people that you've been looking out for?"
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Okay.
I stand up and I'm like getting ready to enter this room that they've entered into.
Yeah. He doesn't make any move to stop you at all. Lets you go right in.
I obviously went right in front of him.
Yep.
Okay.
So you walk in, and Mystaria sort of like watches all of you, recognizes each of you, and nods to you. Sort of like takes stock of how you are all doing as best she can.
Probably should have actually described this part too, because I have only slept to heal the injury, so I've still got burns down my entire left arm.
Right, you do. Okay, and then she needs that. Cool. Okie dokie. And as everyone does anyone sit down at the table?
Yeah, sure.
I do not.
Simon's gonna sit at the table, but like on the side where he would be farther away from this very intimidating tall robot man that he does not know.
Okay.
Isbrook is showing no signs of fear about him, but he is going to be watching him during all of this because he doesn't know this guy. He knows everybody else. Him and Mystaria, I'm watching.
Okay.
Oh, my body posture is like kind of. I'm on edge because the other guy I was watching is like kind of very protective. I was very like protective of him. Like I was like I'm kind of like. So I'm like one hand on my hip, the other hand is like on my pistol, like ready to go in case something happens.
Okay, cool. Sure. As everyone sits down, sort of like gets themselves situated. Are you standing by the door, Alex?
Yeah, I'm like on the wall. I'm like leaning on the wall by the door.
Sure.
Room security.
Something like that, yeah. Okay, awesome. Mystaria sort of finishes a statement to Danny beside her, who then sits down near, like, at the one side by where Mystaria is standing. And Mystaria says, "It's been a little bit since we met. Thank you for coming. I know things have been difficult for you as well, correct?"
Yeah. There was one run-in, but I was not awake for the ending of that fight.
She sort of frowns some and looks at you. But
They had him tied up in trust. I have no idea what they did with him after that.
We've been through our share of some shit. It's been quite an adventure.
I'm sure in better times I would like to hear the story. I'm sure you're wondering what's going on back on Tisbaga. Barnabas Finch won the votes for the next pirate king. And he immediately began restructuring things, trying to make a navy out of pirates.
Damned idiot.
Doremi, Taverley, and Vitro all support him. And he promoted a friend of his to fill the 8th now vacant spot. Her name is Howling Storm, captain of the Stormfront. I assure you she's a terror to behold should you meet her.
Would that name be familiar to me?
Give me a history check.
Oh boy. Negative scores.
Always fun. You've heard it in passing. You would know she is a female Goliath, but you don't really know much more than that. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
You have heard of me.
You have heard of me. Mystaria continues and tells you that Dormu, ever unreadable as he is, has disappeared. The night after everything started changing, he vanished with his ship and crew. We do not know where his loyalties lie. We don't know what to expect there. As I'm sure you could assume, given the assembled company, Danny, Gondrick, and myself are not exactly happy with this change of events. What are your plans, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, mine are to deal with him. He's made the mistake of sending assassins after us.
Understandable. Does that go for the rest of you?
Yeah, I think we're generally on the same page of not dying.
Not looking over our shoulder all the time.
She kind of chuckles to herself as you say that. I can understand that wholeheartedly. With that being said, he has set about to make Tisbaga into a fortress even more unassailable than it was previously.
I mean, as
It
we
won't be
proved,
easy.
it was pretty assailable.
Well, you had
We
an
were
escort.
let into the building.
Into the port, into the building. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that.
I didn't say we assailed it by ourselves. We had plenty of help. I'm not discounting that. I'm just saying, as we proved, assailable.
You are correct. I don't know if that is assailing it, but that is a matter of semantics and not relevant here.
Valid.
But
On my own, I could probably get in with these three with me. I'm not so sure.
It would likely prove difficult, and if you're there alone, I don't know how things would go for you. All of that being said, I don't know if the three of us could return safely. Things... When we left, it was implied that we would not be welcomed back, as we did not declare our immediate support.
Is it wise to be talking about this with him here? And I say, pointing at Alex, who I don't know is Alex.
Gondrick, he came here with you, yes? Yes. Is he... What is he?
I assumed this was some sort of hired security. Traveling on one's own tends to be dangerous.
Well, I left the salt pan up the coast. I was in the city alone, and I figured a little bit of security would be a good idea, especially as he offered. Isn't that correct, Alex?
That is correct. I was here, and I saw that he was in distress, and I offered my services.
All right, then. Thank you for your help. She seems a little bit perplexed, but not... seems content to carry on from there. What I saw before leaving Tisbaga is that the cannons on the towers at the gates to the harbor, at the entry to the harbor, are being replaced with more versatile, reliable equipment. I don't know what other changes are going on within the harbor itself, but I wouldn't... Well, I don't know how easy getting back in would be for you.
Right.
We would like to lend you whatever support we can. And Danny perks up and says, absolutely, I've seen how effective you are. If anyone can get that bastard off the throne, it's you.
Well, we certainly have to do our best to, but are the defenses around the whole place?
The rest of the coastline is inhospitable. Sharp rocks, cliffs. Really, that harbor is the only way safely onto the island, unless you could fly. And she looks at Simon.
Yeah. I needed to scout, perhaps, but obviously I wouldn't be able to get all of us in on my back.
Are there any undersea ways into the place?
I am not sure myself. And she kind of looks at the other two. Give me a moment here.
Because I believe at this point, 3 of us now have the ability to kind of make use of that pretty easily.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, I have gunpowder, so I'd have to give up my gunpowder to Ichi.
Hmm.
We have a bag of holding.
That is fair. That is fair.
Okay. Gondrick thinks for a minute. An idea seems to occur to him. He pulls out from his satchel. He pulls a notebook, flips through a page, and says, one of my men was doing some exploring and found a cave on the southern tip that goes under, and he didn't follow the cave further than that, but it may lead somewhere, at least underground on the island, but I'm not sure how long you would be underwater at all.
Not an issue for myself or for Simon over here.
Yeah, I could swim.
And that might be an option for you. I know that some of the wilds of the island would be difficult, and to be sure, there is still some small population of the turtle people, and he gestures at Kai. Perhaps they could assist you in some way as well once you get on the island.
Actually, Kai, can you do anything that breathes underwater? We've seen you turn into animals before.
Yeah, I assume you have some sort of option.
I certainly can.
Oh, excellent. Still need to figure out something for Barry to join us, but...
Well, that does seem to be a decent plan. I imagine it will be difficult once you get on board. Yes, it's probably... With the last king having been felled seemingly so easily, I doubt Finch will leave any real opening for you to get in unguarded, as it were. But
there is always a gap in the defenses somewhere. Learned that years ago.
Well, I do wish to support you any way we can, but it would be difficult, and frankly, my men are spoiling for loot and plunder. It's been too much of this political stuff going on. And the other 2 captains seem to nod a little bit too.
Well, if they're thirsting for combat and glory and plunder, perhaps we could come up with some sort of distraction plan that your men could employ while the rest of us sneak in another way.
And of course, we'd promise you a fair cut of anything within the place. We need to get our share as well, as all.
Of course, but... I don't know if what my men are looking for is... Well, they're not soldiers, you see. We are not often in the business of attacking ships or emplacements expecting to be attacked. That would be a hard sell, but, well... give me a persuasion check.
Alrighty.
I would assume with advantage because I was actually involved in that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So persuasion with advantage?
Yes.
Go, Warlock, go.
All right. I will talk to my crew, to my officers, I imagine. And Denny kind of thinks a bit, like looks to Pierre and nods. Well, a fight's always good, but I'll talk to my men, see what they say.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a attack them directly to distract them kind of play. I mean, these are pirates. They typically have things of value that they keep that may not necessarily be in immediate range. Maybe there's some sort of place or item of importance nearby that you could attempt to attack and plunder and call their attention and lead all their primary forces away. Maybe something like that would work better.
There's also the fact that there are more than likely other pirates aside from you all that haven't exactly agreed with what's going on here. We could look to get some additional help in.
Yeah, I think finding the people who have disagreed with current leadership, shall we say, might be in our favor.
That could work. Yes. Are you then suggesting we take some time before putting a plan in order?
Yeah, I think we want to make sure we've explored all possible vectors, partnered up with all potential allies, and make sure we have a coherent plan.
Yes. We are in agreement then that, all right, that works. Okay. She reaches into a pouch at her belt and brings out a small stone that's carved to look like an elf's ear. This sending stone is connected to one that each of us has as well. Gondrick and Danny both nod. We will use it to keep in touch. Are you aware of how they work? She extends it to whomever would take it.
I think
I'd give that to Simon, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, you're the one who's been using sending. Oh, no, that was Adama who was doing sending.
That was a Damon.
Yeah, I don't have the spell. I am nowhere near that level of spellcraft.
I know you were involved with the sending because you were telling him what to say, but yeah, Adama was doing the actual sending. I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
I would also say you have the bag of holding, because we didn't decide who actually kept that.
That's true. Okay, I will add to your sheet a sending stone.
Probably move the bag from Adama to him as well.
Yeah. Oh my god. So there's two things when I search up sending stone, sending in items. There's the sending stones, which is the item in the DMG, and then there's the Acquisitions Incorporated version, which has quirks. Someone roll me a D8 real quick, just because this is fun. This is absolutely a tangent for everyone at home. It's fun. Just enjoy it.
Nice.
Okay, 6. It has an obnoxious ringtone that you can't work out how to change. Like, Acquisitions Inc. is all incredibly hilarious.
It's all really annoying stuff, but it's hilarious, and I love it.
Yeah.
Oh god, I could just see us being in mid stealth and someone calling us now.
Yeah. I'm not saying this is what you have. A 1 on the D8 says it's a flipstone. As in a flip phone.
Flipstone.
It's voice activated, so that every time you talk to someone, it tries to send a message to someone else.
Oh, that would be terrible.
It sometimes picks up other magical conversations. It's the perfect size, shape, and weight to be used as a skipping stone.
Yep, there you go. That's the one. That's the one right there.
Oh no.
And then I yote the sending stone.
Yeah. Anyway, tangent done. You have a sending stone on your character sheet. Just remember that connects to Mystaria, Gondrick, and Danny. Sure.
You could edit that into the notes of it if you need to.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There, we are good to go with that. Mystaria nods and says, I imagine you do still have other business to attend to, adventures being busy and all that. I hope you got quite the payout for well, the less regicide you committed.
Yeah, we actually haven't been back in order to turn that in because we were distracted with our other reason for coming here, which was to find the Prince of Alvaronis, and that went south.
He's dead. That's what he means.
Very south.
Oh, okay. Red, the Fire Ganassi, barks out a laugh. You just like killing royals, don't you?
Wasn't us. We befriended him. My previous
Kind of my fault.
my previous patron was a bastard, and we hate him.
Fucking vampires.
Sorry, correction. Still is a bastard on the task list.
You have quite the full plate, says Danny.
Waggles his hands. Adventurers.
I see. Well. Okay. That being said, you probably have some preparations to do, and whatever business you have next, let's be about it, yes?
Of course.
Hey, we gotta go see Father Beefcake and then take care of some other stuff here in town. And yes, that wasn't character me calling him that.
Simon rolls his
I like
eyes. Do we have to?
Y'all are the ones who count us indebted to him. He has to be informed that we have completed our job.
I know.
Father Beefcake?
You should see the man.
Oh, Damus counting his blessings that he's not with us here for this.
It's one of the Lathander priests. They're, you know what they're like.
Say no more. All right then. I will leave you to it. I look forward to to hearing from you and working on our collective problem. And Mr. kind of nods, seemingly dismissing you. Alex, Gondrick addresses you again. I should be okay now that I'm with my friends here. Do you... do you think you could use a little bit more help?
Well, we did just lose one member of our crew. You know anything about handling a ship, lad?
I'm sorry.
My mic was muted. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes. I've worked on many ships in my past, in the past, but lately I have been mostly here in this area, roaming, doing odd jobs.
You look like you've spent a large amount of that time under those ships.
I have spent a lot of time in the water, yes, doing multiple jobs for different docks.
Can I ask why you're out here specifically? Kind of far from.
Mercenary work.
Hey, Kiyoshi's in the chat.
Mostly mercenary work. Mostly I've been doing a lot of protection jobs, a lot of cleanup jobs, a lot of jobs that require someone who, let's say, won't die easily to the environment.
That
I
describes a
take
lot
it
of
you know how
people.
to use those, pointing at his guns.
When the things that want to kill me come after me, that's when these come out. Mostly self-preservation or preservation of the guy that I am protecting.
Well, I'll pat him on the arm. Stick with us long enough and you'll get a chance to prove that.
And hey, if you're a mercenary and you're looking for money, we are about to go up against a bunch of very rich pirates.
I'm in. I'm in.
All right.
Sweet. Awesome. Just let me roll a couple dice here. Cool.
Is that the sound of the DM dice going off?
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering who's rolling dice and I can't see them.
If I have it set to like private GM roll, you hear the dice as if I rolled behind a screen. You don't see the dice.
Oh,
It's to let you know
okay.
that something's being rolled and you should be terrified.
If I roll like that and it's public, you see it.
Okay.
See now, if I privately roll something like a fireball, you hear this,
Ah.
and that's when you should be scared.
Believe me, I'm a GM. I know the feeling. I was just GMing yesterday.
Once in a while, I break out my metal dice that I keep handy on this shelf behind me and roll physically in front, like right here. And if I had a better microphone, you would hear a solid thunk on the desk.
You mean like this?
Something like that, yeah.
Kiyoshi says, Dareth is the GM. You should just be terrified anyway.
Nah.
I was watching yesterday Overkill, and I don't want to sound rude because I was in the middle of something at the time, but the only thing I particularly remember from your session yesterday was you screamed about someone saying "ooh" in your chat.
Yeah, so I don't know how to turn off the ability to have my players draw on the fucking map. So they kept drawing "ooh" in the corners of my maps. I was like, stop drawing "ooh."
Oh no. I would like to be very clear that I am not that kind of DM. I am not trying to kill you. I'm trying to challenge you, which might kill you. There's
That's
a
fine.
difference.
That's
I'm
I
here
like
for the
that.
That's all we
story.
can ask for.
So we're not. So you're not a Dark Souls GM.
No, God, no.
I'd like to mention
I want
that
you to
in
win,
this-
but
in
I
this
don't want
entire
it to be
campaign,
easy.
I'm the only one who's been knocked out.
Is
There
that,
have
is that true?
There have been some
Yes.
fights where it got really fucking dicey, but we've pulled through.
I'm the only one who has been knocked unconscious, and it's been 3 times.
Dicey.
2 that last fight against the dragon.
Oh my. Anyway, yeah. Okay. As you guys
Kiyoshi has a
know,
message for you, Simon.
Kiyoshi's requesting an ooh soundbite to play randomly.
Ooh.
I support this. Don't tell Raven.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh, what's this? Notices bulge.
Oh no! Stop right now.
Now the only question is, do I look up a stock one or, like, get it commissioned?
Yeah, no, you should get that movie trailers guy to do ooh.
Oh my God. Kiyoshi?
In a world. Ooh.
Oh, this has gone entirely off the rails. Anyway, back on topic.
You did this, Kiyoshi.
You did this.
Back on topic. As you guys leave, Astaria calls, Barry, did you find your mother?
Yes, actually, we did. She was being held hostage in the Shadowfell of all places.
I see. But she is all right?
She's better than she was doing. She's much improved. Yes, thank you.
Give her my regards, would you?
I will.
All right. As you walk out, like everyone walks out, does anyone actually, Simon?
How close is it to night now, should I ask?
I would say roughly mid-afternoon. You're wanting to
Go
go
find a
Batman,
place
aren't
to-
you?
I was going to go find a place
No!
to get a drink real quick,
Okay.
then wait till night and do that.
That's okay.
I'm not gonna do it when people can see me normally, man.
As you walk out of the tavern, one of the working girls, Simon, comes up to you and like puts a hand on your chest and says, "Can I help you with anything?"
Simon's you can see Simon's feathers visibly ruffle, just immediately having no idea what to do with this kind of interaction. just like looks over and tries to be polite, but you can tell he's shaking a little. Just like nods and goes, "Hello, yeah, we're good, thank you."
What a shame.
Have a little fun, lad.
We're on our way out.
Yeah.
We, as a group, as a collection of people who are all part of the same group, are on our way out.
Isbrook is laughing his ass off. He walks outside.
By a fucking bird?
Do you have one to block?
I don't even want to go into what I have.
This is hilarious. And I knew this is what would happen. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, know your players. Anyway, as you head out of the tavern, what is everyone's passive perception?
15.
Passive perception is 11.
10.
15 is what I'm hearing is the highest, yes?
17 is the highest.
17.
Mine is 15, though.
Okay, let me do a quick roll over here.
Oh no, DM dice.
Yeah. And then that one. Okay. One. You, Kai, you and Spook both notice it first. But there are, in the crowd along this street, you see a couple individuals with cloaks over their shoulders that are hanging open. Underneath the cloak, you see a bandolier with 2 pistols on it for one of them. And all of them are sort of like similarly dressed in, we're trying to hide, but we're also well armed sort of style. You notice, you see, can someone roll me a d6, please?
I'll do it since I haven't rolled it. Oh, there it is.
Okay, yeah, you see 3 individuals like this. 2 sort of like having a conversation or seeming to have a conversation, and another in the other direction. And as the 5 of you walk out of the brothel, the 2 on the one side kind of like look around and see you, and like you can clearly see that they're trying to be stealthy and subtle about it, but they like clearly recognize you, nod to the other guy, and disappear in opposite directions.
Do I notice them too?
You would have seen the 2 that were like having a conversation were the most conspicuous. Those are the ones you saw.
As someone who
Simon, you're still really flustered by what just happened. You didn't really notice much.
Yeah.
As someone who is city watch, do I notice this? Because I noticed like I should be able to notice like.
Yeah. Roll it again. Like I'll give you advantage on the check for that. Actually.
So perception.
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to go after one of the ones who dipped off.
Okay.
And try to kind of make it look like I'm not chasing him. If I could do that. Since I can dash and
Nice.
hide.
18.
Okay. Alex, you do notice all of that going on. Sort of like something in all of your arcane circuitry and like just pings off like something's not right here, and you notice all of that.
Okay.
Ithvik, if you're trying to follow, could you roll me a stealth check to sort of like hide in the crowd?
I am very big.
Oh yeah, I'm asking Ithvik. Sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yep.
By the way, if you want, you can make your dice look however you want.
Yeah.
Just in the future.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the rest of us will have some sort of reaction to seeing one or two of our party members just dashing off.
Yeah.
And I would like to go ahead and mention, if I'm dashing with one of my actions, I have 80 feet of movement speed.
Oh, I'm well aware. I am well aware. You go fast.
Gotta go
Rogue
fast.
got the zoom. Yeah.
If I'm not being stealthy, it's 120.
Yeah. Ithvik kind of takes off, and you quickly lose him in the crowd.
Simon just assumes he's up to his mischievous ways and just throws up his hands and goes, this again.
He turns to the gang and mentions he's like, we have a few unsavory types about that seem to be hiding their intentions towards us and have recognized us coming out from the wilted rose.
Oh, fun.
So I went off up against one of the more visible ones. Where did Alex go? Off one of the ones who dashed off, or the one who stayed in place?
Where's Alex off to? Yeah, because the one who was on his own, as much as Alex and Kai noticed him, he has not moved and hasn't really done anything particularly overt aside from acknowledge what the other two guys did.
That says to me the other guy went to get backup. Dave, you there?
Are you muted again, Overkill?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading something and then I lost track of time. I just completely forgot where I was. Can you repeat that? I'm so sorry.
So you see everything that was going on. The two who are on the one side, kind of like pretending to have a conversation, etc. They have taken off and sort of like parted ways. Ithvik is following one of them. The guy who is on his own, like acknowledged the other two, but has not moved at all, and just seems to be like, he seems a little bit better at blending in and surreptitiously keeping surveillance on a target.
I will go after the guy that's run off.
The other one?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you at all trying to hide the fact that you're pursuing?
I am very big. I don't think I can.
Big robot stomping through the street.
Yeah, I'm a very big guy. I don't think I can.
Pursuit mode.
Yeah, clank, 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 clank.
And you're in scale. Well, the dexterity would not have worked out well.
Yeah.
Okay. Ithvik, I feel like I know the answer to this, but at any point in your pursuit, do you put the mask on?
Of course.
Okay, cool. I figured.
And if I get a moment, I am going to disguise self to look like the usual disguise.
Sure. Sounds good. I like that. Yeah, what is everyone else doing? As Kai has told you
So
what happened.
So there were three guys, and two of them ran off. So there's a third guy, like, still near us. Is that what's happening?
Just kind of like keeping an eye, it seems.
I think Simon's just gonna like look over at him and throw him like a nod, as if to acknowledge him, under the pretend illusion that there's someone that they know. Just like, what's up?
I like the confidence.
Sure. That I also really like the confidence, given everything that has technically happened in the last like minute in game.
Ruffled feathers and all.
I'm not worried
Yeah.
about them.
Okay.
Social
Give me.
social interactions with stranger, can't handle it. Someone who might be threatening our life, got it locked down.
That is my ish. Okay. Could you actually give me? What is your intimidation bonus?
Let's see. That would be a 6. Or actually, I have +6 on charisma, so yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Nice. Awesome.
Roll it.
Yeah, roll intimidation for me.
Okay.
Probably doesn't matter. Yeah, you're good. You see him sort of like free, like he kind of shifts on the wall a little bit. It seems like he's a little bit uneasy, and you see one of his hands drop to one of the pistols on the bandolier he's wearing. What's everyone else doing?
I'm still chasing the guy that ran off.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get a sense of what each party member is currently doing.
Hi, Barry. What are you doing
yeah.
about these guys that you've been informed of?
I noticing the large warforged that he's still not too sure of. He's gonna follow him.
Okay. Barry. You there, Kay? Oh, 1 second. Okay.
I think their mic stopped working again.
Yes, technical issues. You'll be back momentarily. All right. So, I'm going to ask for initiative rolls, not because we're entering initiative, but just to get order of how things are shaking out.
Wait, I click on the initiative thing. There's no active encounter.
Oh,
Yeah, he has to
do
start
have
an encounter
yeah,
first.
yeah. Add encounter.
Oh, okay.
Now you're good to go.
Oh, okay.
Hooray! I wonder who's going first today.
Oh, I was like, what the hell is this? 0.6, 0.16? What is going on?
That's adding your like dexterity score to it.
Basically ensures that even if there's a tie on the roll,
Yeah.
someone
Okay.
clearly is going first.
And it guarantees that the player, because I don't do that for enemies, so you guys will always win the speed tie, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The .16 refers to someone's actual 16 in that stat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Kay, what are
Yes.
you doing with all of this that is shaken out?
Well, she's probably feeling a little bit pissy that she lost track of Ithvik, because there's no way she would have seen him leave.
Yeah, you only told me when I'm letting you do it.
he melted into the crowd.
Well, she's gonna probably just secretly hope in her heart of hearts that he'll find somebody somewhere to murder, because that's apparently a thing that needs to happen every 3 days. So yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with Simon and just see how
Love
this
it.
plays
No
out.
context given to the other party.
The fucking happy clapping.
Listen, I have no idea, and I'm not even there to ask questions.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I love the way this is played out. Okay, could you roll initiative for me, Bear? Actually, so the way we'll do this is essentially just taking the first three in each like grouping. Ithvik will do his thing first, then Kai and Alex, then Simon and Barry. How does that sound?
Sure.
Sounds
We're
good.
not actually in initiative order as far as taking turns as if this was a combat. Even if a little bit of combat happens, we'll just like theater of the mind it and play it out as best we can. That was just to get, because we're splitting, we're going this thing, then this thing, then this thing, that are all happening roughly simultaneously.
I like how you said, if you know damn well I'm going to kill this guy.
Storytelling. Anyway. Yeah. Let's carry on. So, Ithvik, you can pretty easily track this guy through the crowd for the most part.
Through the clouds.
Oh yeah, he's he definitely still has his sea legs. He's not the most comfortable moving through like this crowded on a ship that's not rocking back and forth. But you can follow him pretty quickly. What sort of opportunity are you waiting for?
Well, considering
What is your plan here?
the track record of the disguise I'm currently wearing, I'm literally just going to try to get up and shank him like normal.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You can do that pretty quickly. Like, you fall like really quickly in the sense of covertly following someone is a relative term.
Oh, I've already cast disguise, so I'm not even going to try to be sneaky about it.
Fair enough. You get up beside him pretty quickly. How much are you dropping of your features to increase the damage you're about to do to this poor man?
Well, I just get sneak attack.
Yeah.
This is technically the first swing. I don't know if I'll get a second one, so I'm not going to try to count that.
Okay, fair.
But I am hunting him, so he's getting favorite foe.
Cool. Let's go. All right. Roll your attack roll with advantage because he doesn't see you coming.
Oh, baby!
This poor man.
Oh, this guy is. Oh.
Ouch.
Fuck your sneak attack.
Hold on. I was doing favorite foe first.
Yep.
Damage. Critical.
Okay. So, are you just like straight prison shanking this guy? That's what we'll go with. Okay. So this guy is like making his way, kind of weaving through the crowd. You grew up in a bustling city. You are a ghost shadow in this crowd. He doesn't hear you coming, and then you have slipped a dagger between his ribs.
I would also try to, like, 47 carry him towards the side like he's kind of just suddenly stumbling.
Okay.
Dump him in a sewer.
I'll allow it. And as you get him to, like, the side of the road, you can feel both from the dagger wound in his ribs and from, like, where you're sort of carrying him, that same darkness that has always happened as your mask consumes a soul flows like up your arms into the eye sockets of the mask, and this man is very dead.
Did I kill this man?
Sick. Cooldown reset.
Yeah.
Job's done.
All right. Job is very done. Cool.
I'm going to start heading back towards where I think the group still is, and at some point drop my disguise during that.
All right. So that has been taken care of. Cool. That is probably the fastest one of these, I'm guessing. Kai and Alex, you are pursuing the guy who is going the other direction.
Yes.
It is hard to be an assassin, a thief turned assassin turned pirate.
Yeah, you're right. You guys are running the other direction. This guy, let me make it quick. This roll, you guys have, or at least Kai for sure has good passive perception.
Yeah.
Cool. This guy seems to be like not the worst at making his way through a crowd, but you manage to track him reasonably easily. And then he notices you and takes off at a run. Something about giant metal man and giant turtle. It's kind of conspicuous in a town.
So as he starts to take off, I'm going to use my Cape of the Mountebank,
Oh, forgot you had that.
and I'm going to put myself just in front of him by about 5 feet so that I can try and trip him with my spear.
You can take the Warforged with you.
Yeah, you can take him with you. You
Indeed.
can take him, buddy.
My theft pays off again.
Yeah. Oh, that one is from the tower. Back in like
No, that-
session 3 or 4.
We mentioned I stole that one too. I stole 3 magical cloaks that day. And then a 4th one that wasn't magical.
Whatever. Sure, you have it. It's cool. Awesome. But
I had that one noted. I just thought it was fun that I got 3 cloaks, so I noted it down. I'm sorry.
fair enough. No, we're all good. We're good. Yeah. Oh, it was a cloak of Elvenkind you got from the tower. That's it. Anyway,
Yes, and I sold that one. That was a lot
you
of money.
did sell that one. You got teleport in front of the guy. You don't actually have to trip him because he runs bodily into Alex. He's gonna make a dex save real quick. He rolls a nat 1 and falls to the ground.
Nice.
And then he finds a spear point being held to his chin.
Sure. A bit of a crowd is forming around you as you do this. Says, "What are you gonna do? Off me too?"
What are you talking about?
Well, you had no problem with the old king, did you?
I had no quarrel with him.
People around seem to be taking notice of what he's saying. You can kind of hear whispers of, "Did he say king? What's that turtle doing?" That sort of thing. Why'd he end up crushed under the chandelier?
Well, my guess would be that the chandelier fell.
You're not wrong. You're just an asshole.
Sure. He is going to.
It broke.
I'm rolling a quick. Yeah, he's going to do this. Okay. He quickly, like in a flash, pulls a pistol. He's going to try and shoot you. Yeah, he hit. What? Sorry, what's your AC? Let me double check. Kai?
19?
19? Yeah, he hits. Okay.
Yeah.
You take 12 points of piercing damage as a gunshot rings out. You guys are probably a couple blocks in the other direction now, too. But Barry, Simon, you hear a gunshot.
Oh, no.
You do still have your spear at his throat.
I do.
He starts scrambling to try and get up. What are you doing through this, Alex?
So I'm going to. Oof. So he has a spear to the turtle's throat, or to the turtle's?
Spear to
The
his.
turtle has the spear.
Oh, okay. I'm going to pull out. I'm going to walk menacingly towards the guy. I am going to
It's like
pull
2
out.
steps.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
menacingly
Yeah.
2 steps.
Yeah.
While I'm taking those 2 steps, I'm loading a blank into my gun, putting my gun to his forehead, and saying, "Shh,
Oh
be
no.
quiet."
Give me an intimidation check with advantage, please.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Natural
damn!
20.
Okay.
The dice are cooperating tonight.
He drops the pistol. Like, Dwight Dice have been very cooperative with the story for a while. He like tosses the pistol aside and like holds his hands up, like, "Look, What do you want?
Oh, I don't know what I want. It's what he wants. I'm just a hired gun here.
He looks back at you guys like, I got orders.
And we want to know about those orders. So you're going to come back for a chat with me and my friends.
And
Sure.
any wrong move, and I'm gonna blow your ears out.
He just kind of like nods and like, can I at least get up?
You can get up slowly. Keep your hands in sight.
He does so. And well, what's going on? We'll stop there. He has surrendered to you.
Perfect.
Okay.
Itchy. Barry.
I also have handcuffs, by the way.
Yeah, you're
Because I'm
City
a
Watch. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
City Watch. So I have handcuffs. So I'm gonna handcuff him.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. He is cuffed. Do you also police his weapons?
Yes.
Cool. All right, Itchy and Barry. This
So
guy
you mentioned
looking at you. Yeah.
You mentioned that he was looking like he was reaching for a pistol.
He had like as you like stare him down and nod, he like his hand almost looks like an instinct drops to the handle of one of his pistols. He kind of like gets a hold of himself, remembers where he is and what he's really trying to do, and the hand just like rests there. He doesn't draw it.
Can I mage hand and yoink the pistol away from him?
He's a little. What's the range on mage hand?
Let me check.
30 feet, I think. 30 or 60.
30 feet, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You absolutely can. He seems a little bit surprised, as now there's this sort of like faintly glowing spectral hand holding his pistol.
Yeah, and I just put it towards the ground near me, and just go, no need to start a scene here in town. Being full aware after hearing the gunshot that there is a scene elsewhere.
Did I hear that gunshot? Out of curiosity.
Yeah, you'd hear it like kind of distant, given lots of soft, squishy bodies to soak up the sound.
I mean, a gunshot can be heard up to 120 feet.
Oh,
so,
yeah, like you're admittedly further than that in the right circumstances, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Depends on the acoustics.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's narrow street. I say narrow, like busy, bustling, but like high buildings very close together on either side. Probably pretty decent for it to carry down the street, at least.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you definitely hear the gunshot for sure, kind of distantly. Yeah, fuck. Simon, give me another intimidation check.
Okie dokie. Oop. Nice.
He also like just kind of slowly walks over to you and says, "Look, I don't want any trouble. Just doing a job."
I hold out my hand and stop him from getting any closer. Or like motion for him to not walk closer.
He stops. Both of his hands are still in the air. You still have one of his pistols. He still does have another on the bandolier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, I've at least weakened him a little bit, but safe to say you were sent by the current Pirate King, I'll assume.
In a manner of speaking.
Well, it is up to you whether you would like to make a scene and potentially not leave, or leave.
He kind of frowns and says, "I will leave. Can I have that back?"
We're just gonna let him go?
I was heading back. Do I get back by this time?
Not quite yet, because this is all kind of like happening at the same time.
Fair enough.
Probably
Just
while he was like deliberating a bit there, that's when the gunshot would have rung out.
Ah,
With the way like the timing would really break down.
I think so yeah, Simon's gonna not give him his gun back, but I think after hearing the gunshot, I think Simon would have an educated guess that our friends who ran off will probably be returning. I think Simon will just insist that he stay where he is and wait until we're all back together, and then we can decide what's to be done.
Sure.
I'm gonna pace around to behind him, like not trying to be sneaky, of course, just like deliberately, like
On the
blocking
other
off
side
the
of him.
escape route. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. That's a good way to handle that, folks. Cool. I am not condoning murder. I would like that on record. Okay. Cool. So he has been like that has all been another like minute or two, everyone sort of groups up. Alex and Kai come back with their pirate, who is now entirely disarmed. He had a cutlass, and another flintlock pistol as well. And Ithvik returns alone. Is the mask still on your face as you return?
no, I'd have taken that off, but I do still have a bloody knife in my hand.
Yep. Okay, cool.
I think Simon will see the knife and just put 2 and 2 together.
It's like, oh.
Yep. Noted.
Everyone sort of breathes a collective sigh of relief. But you now have 2 pirates under your in your
Possession.
You're not wrong.
I mean, what
We're not human trafficking here. We're not sentient trafficking here.
Kai, do you say in a cutscene?
In our custody.
Oh, okay.
Custody. That's the word. Yes. Thank you for that. Possession makes them seem like they belong to you. That's not true.
You know, y'all really should learn to move in cities better. I caught that guy in no time.
I mean, I caught my guy pretty fast.
The one that
And I'm not hiding.
The one
the knife.
that
You can see it.
the one that Alex has cuffed right now. He says, "So where is he then?"
Oh, we just had to stop by for a nice little meal. He's resting for a bit. You're not going to see him ever again, though. I promise that.
He looks at your knife, kind of nods, and gets even more scared than the nat 20 intimidation did.
Simon's gonna look over at Ithvik and go, back up to 3 days?
Yep.
Sick.
Well, so what do you want to know?
What do we want to know?
And are you just
what
having
do
this
you want to
conversation
know?
out in the street?
We should take him back to the ship.
And
Let's have a ship?
And
Oh.
leave, preferably.
You guys have
Just
a
in
ship?
case there's more.
yeah, we're not from here.
No.
You don't even go here. Well, you came here. You never mind.
We
So
should
wait.
send Barry back to talk to the priest, since she got along with him the best last time anyway. We get back to the ship, and when she gets back, we leave.
Is our giant robot friend even going to be able to come on our ship?
Yeah,
Simon has
he's
no
not like-
experience with robots.
He's not like giant, but
Yeah, he should be. He's not that big. Jesus.
This is a complete fucking like genre spanning tonal shift for Simon. He's never seen a robot person before.
robot is a
That's okay,
very
I've never seen a bird person before.
Well then, Raven.
Robot's just like, hey, what are you? Robot isn't quite an accurate term. It's like a very sort of flippant way of saying it. Think robot, but made with like stone and bits of metal reinforcing and like arcane circuitry, not electricity.
Yeah, it's like Golem. I'm like a Golem more than I am.
Okay.
Than a robot.
A golem that has a soul.
Yeah.
Solum.
Oh, I do have a soul. I do have a soul. Yes.
Solum.
The Solum. I solemnly vow.
Simulacrum, Sadbot?
Sadbot? I'm just a rock with depression.
All right. So you guys get back to the ship. There's other things that need to be done, but I'm looking at the time now. This has been a great session. It's flown quite quickly.
I was only going to say that I was going to tie the one who does not currently have cuffs to the deck and literally nail the cuffs from the other guy to the side of the ship.
To the side of the ship.
He's gonna nail
Not hanging over the side.
Okay.
I thought we were about to have a new.
Crucify him.
I thought we were about to have a new decorative ornament on our ship.
Like that. Okay. I had a very different idea of what I thought you were doing.
You okay, bud?
No, I'm not going to be that doing that. We're still in port. Come on.
Awesome.
Maybe when we leave.
No. You know how some ships have like a wooden mermaid or something on the front? It's like that.
And I'll use one of.
No, we're just gonna hang up from the bird's nest. We're gonna hang up from the bird's nest all the way at the top.
I'll use one of these to do it.
Okay, yeah. I figured you had some available. Like you would have like hammer and nails available on the ship anyway for like repair. So like you're good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. I think that's where we will call this episode of Scourge of the Dragon Sea. You guys definitely still need to go see Eric. I feel like you guys may get a visit from someone you spoke to the first time through town.
Oh yeah, we do need to talk to her too. Shit, I forgot.
And yeah, we are all good. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of Scourge of the Dragon Sea.
And definitely not Scrooge of the Sea like Overkill's stream setting says.
I auto-corrected it, and I'm not upset. I'm not apologizing.
We got a raid at the worst time from Snowy Bug, but thank you anyway.
I'm so sorry, we just ended.
We were just about to wrap up, but thank you.
It might help with the next thing. Tune in next week for the next exciting episode of Scourge of the Dragon Sea to see where else this goes for us.
You got a brand new party member, and he's a big, scary rock person with a soul.
That's your new ship ordinance.
Rock
People.
person with a soul.
And guns.
And guns. Soul and guns. That's all you need, right?
Soul and guns. That's all you need in life.
Okay.
Oh, guess we gotta keep going now? That's up to Montu.
Unfortunately, I will be up early with a toddler, so...
Fun.
I cannot, as much as I would love to. One of these days you do like a Friday night stream or something so that I have less of a time crunch, but that's a different thing.
I do also have Fridays permanently off.
I mean,
yeah, but Ichi doesn't.
I was gonna say Fridays are our Cast Ranger night, but if ever a week it doesn't happen, then maybe.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Itchy, take us away.
Are we gonna do like favorite moments?
Oh yeah, favorite moments. I'm all off kilter apparently. Kai, what was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment was the donning of the mask with a subsequent critical taking out the poor fella.
Man's very dead.
There is one thing I do well, and it is being sneaky and murdery at the same time. Okay.
Overkill for the first time here. What was your favorite part of the session?
Me Jojo walking towards this guy, loading in a blank, putting my gun against his forehead, and going, "Shut the fuck up or die."
Fair. Ithbook, what's your favorite part of the session?
I'm gonna have to agree with Overkill. That was though the fact that I got away with doing this silently and everyone else has made a scene is kind of funny.
Yeah, that tracks. Simon.
I just love the image of Alex just Terminator / RoboCop style clomping through the street in hot pursuit.
Don't worry, guys, I got this.
Yeah. All right. And Barry.
I liked actually seeing Mystaria and Danny again. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
And also learning about the colony of turtles somewhere out there. Hopefully we'll get to see them.
Yeah.
I like turtles.
Hopefully.
I like turtles.
I like
turtles.
I like turtles.
Sadly, not turtle enough for the club.
Not turtly enough for the Turtle Club. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. Now, Itchy.
All right. I assume you're going to be continuing streaming something from here, Dave?
I will be streaming with Raven, yes.
All right, then I will go ahead and raid everyone over to you.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in. As always, make sure to follow us on Twitch and follow us on YouTube at Ixie Studios on both channels. You can see our ongoing adventures live on Twitch and check out the VODs on YouTube. Catch up if you wanna. And yeah, we'll see where things go with our brand new party member.
I shoot myself in the foot.